Alright, hello and welcome back to some more Dune Awakening. I decided to do some of this while I do the... record some of this for the, while I do the Harkonnen questline, because I've decided to align myself with the Harkonnen because they remind me of the Star Wars Sith. That might be one, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes they're not real because they've been harvested by other players. And as a result, they don't actually come up as harvestable by me. I mean, I can try and get it on the way back. This one I know is fresh. Some good space in the starting area. Yeah. Hopefully no one else comes and takes... Like, it is hard to get spice during daylight hours. It is definitely better to harvest spice during the night when there are fewer players on, so you get better opportunities at harvesting the spice. But there are some things that I actually want to talk about. Not so much about the game, but about real life. Oh shit, you're close. Oh, that is close. Get in, and away! Oh, that's a close spawning worm, holy crap. Okay, go about your business day. Business day. Wow, what the... Stupid worm, I'm just trying to land again. But I am actually really enjoying the game. There's not a lot left for me to play. I was going to do some other things before I... You know, to start with. However, this spice blow said... Whatever you're doing, ignore it, come do this. Because harvesting spice is, you know, important. There are buildings that you can make that actually require spice to build them, which is a pain in the ass. I mean, harvesting all the spice from a field is a bit annoying because, like, this small area you're going to get less and less from, like, the other areas. There's definitely a more optimal method for harvesting spice. But this one's effectively tapped. I'm gonna go check out that other one that I saw that may or may not be real. Which is that one over there. Oh, easy, not that close to the ground. I've also gotten more than enough rep to be able to get all the different vehicle skins too. Okay, let's check if this one's real. Alright, this one's real. That means no one's... This one's must have been sitting for a while. Alright, so some of the things I wanted to talk about while I'm harvesting spice is wind. The only reason I actually decided to record this was because of how windy it is today. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to go for a walk. So I did. I went for a walk in the wind and it was nice. Very nice. And I came to realize that... Video games will never truly be able to capture the feeling of wind. Yet. But yeah, video games will never be able to capture the feeling of wind, which is really kind of sad, you know? It's sad. Like, wind is fucking awesome. Like, the feeling of wind as it flows over you. The sound of wind as it howls in your ears is just an awesome thing. I'm being cautious right now because he didn't really move towards me, which is a little sus. But yeah, like, video games will never capture that feeling, which is sad, you know? Because the feeling of wind is just an incredible thing. I love wind. I love rain too. Rain is awesome. But you know, video games, they can get rain fairly well. But they'll never get wind the same way. Like, sure, the only thing you're really missing when it comes to rain is the feeling of rain on your skin. Sure, that's pretty much the only thing you're missing. But when it comes to wind, you're missing really the heart of wind, the best part of wind you're missing. Why does that look different? Maybe that's because it's where the worm came out earlier? I don't know. But yeah, when it comes to wind, you're missing easily the most important and best thing about wind. The feeling of wind as it flows over the skin, through hair, and the sound it makes as it rips across your ears. That's also nice. Maybe, depending on the person. I like the sound of it. I like the sound of wind over my ears. It's nice. But video games will never get that. Well, they will eventually, when we've got the kind of technology from, say, Sword Art Online, or more recently, Shangri-La Frontier. I want to watch that again. But, like, that level of tech, that's going to take a long time. I don't know how long it'll take, but it'll take a long time. I hope we get there one day. Need to turn on all my stuff and begin for a day of playing Dune. But yeah, I hope that one day we get to that level of video game, because I would very much enjoy that. I would. Get this online. The way I play Dune is when I stop playing, when I stop playing for the day, I turn everything off and just put everything on minimum. Like, so the only thing that's really running are those shield doors and the main generator for defending the shield. Those are the only things that run. Right, put more sand in there. Probably process some of that sand. But yeah, before I begin some of the Harkonnen quests, I gotta get more corpses for blood, or for water. I need to get more corpses because I'm currently fresh out of corpses. I need to get more blood for the blood refineries. Turn those on. More blood for the refineries in order to get more water, so I can get more... so from water, I get more ingots. I should probably grab those out. Because I may need more duralumin. Dura-aluminium. Because eventually I'm going to upgrade my ornithopter to the next tier, up to the 5th tier. But I need more aluminum and more duraluminum. Actually, how many of those radiation crystals do I have? I got enough radiation crystals for a bit more. But for now, let's go get some corpses for their blood. Yeah, I've got all of the... I've been to the deep desert once because I had to get some components from Rex in the deep desert. But there's no way in hell I'm going to the deep desert again for anything else. I have no need to go to the deep desert again. I don't have a fancy, powerful knife anymore. Basically, the quest knife, I don't have that anymore, which is sad, so I'm not doing shit tons of good damage. No, I want to attack the one that's shooting at me. Oh, they've all got shields. Well, this is a problem. Stop. So I can stab your ass. Thank you. Now, come on. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. Fucker. Fine, I'll just hit you a couple... No, it'll be better if I get you off balance and then stab you in the gut. There we go. Okay, time for a blood harvest. Give me that leather. But yeah, as I was saying, video games will never capture the feeling of wind. I mean, it's the beginning of winter here in Australia, and it's I think it's like 17 degrees Celsius today, so it's one of the few times I can actually have the windows and stuff open and not have like any heating or anything running. It's also a really windy day, so that's nice too. Oh shit, I know what that is. Where is it? Haha, my shield works. Yours doesn't have one. Maybe the poison will kill him. That person's probably going to despawn before I get over there. Alright, time for a harvest of corpses. 6 corpses is usually good enough for a while. So I'll grab... I've already gotten some of their blood. There was something else I was going to talk about, but I've forgotten what it was now. Oh yeah, Harkonnen. No, maybe that's not what it was. I think it was something else, but it doesn't matter now. But the Harkonnen, the main reason... Actually, there's 2 reasons now that I think about it. There's 2 reasons that I chose to go with the Harkonnen instead of Atreides. One, because of their aesthetic. The black and red just always looks good. I mean, look at this design for a buggy. Sure, the wheels are balls, but... And then the standard tracks do look better, but the bowls are okay. The bowls are okay. I think the other corpse that was here despawned. Oh well. But the Harkonnen have a nice aesthetic design. I don't know what the Atreides vehicles look like. No idea. But I do like the Harkonnen design. Also, the Harkonnen, after doing their quests, like, just doing some of their quests, made me enjoy choosing Harkonnen so much more, because they are Star Wars Sith. They are the Sith. They very much have a kind of chain of ascension from Star Wars, the Old Republic. And I am so fucking happy that they feel like Sith. Like, one of the quests early on was, like, me betraying the very first guy who recruited me. Who, like, started recruiting me into the Harkonnen. I pretty much betrayed him to his superior. I think he's dead. He may or may not be dead. I haven't really gone back to check. But he might be dead. And then recently, the person I was working with tried to poison her higher up using tainted spice. However, he survived. However, actually, I was the one who was meant to poison him. The reason he survived is because I decided, you know what? I'm going to look this up. Because I want to know if I can betray her to him. Because before that, he literally told me, if no one's plotting to kill you, I would take that as a personal insult. So, and then literally the next quest is, I'm told to take this tainted spice to someone for it to be tested. And on arrival of the rendezvous location, I am met with an ambush. So literally, someone tried to get me killed. The person who sent me there said that it was her superior, but I was pretty sus that it was not him. So when she told me to take the tainted spice and poison him directly by taking it to his house and putting it in his drink... No, in his drugs. No, was it his drink? No, I think it was his drink. No, to poison his drink with the tainted spice. I said, you know what? Fuck that. Instead, I'm gonna go tell him, because I think she tried to have me killed. So I'm gonna tell him that the person under you is trying to kill you with this tainted spice, and apparently what I had wasn't tainted spice, and I was just being used as a scapegoat for the tainting of his recreational drugs instead. Apparently his recreational drugs had already been poisoned by someone else, or by her through someone else. So, like, and the only reason that was found out because his servant, who was a bit of a junkie, stole from his personal stash and got killed instead. So I'm like, well, damn, that bit of the questline alone tells me, boy, I love the Harkonnen so much because they are Sith. They are fucking Sith through and through. I fucking love that. I am happy for my choice. It is sad that there are more people choosing to side with the Atreides. Like, I think it's... The last time I looked it up or read about it, it was like a 5-to-1 ratio of Harkonnen to Atreides, you know? Which is crazy, and it really screws up the Landsrad, because you look at this. Look at how much the Atreides have claimed compared to the Harkonnen. That is pretty sad, man. Pretty sad. I mean, I'm not really interested in that power grab stuff. I just chose Harkonnen for the aesthetics. And that's really about it. I'm just going to loot this place for their... Ooh, take that medkit. For XP, for the money that's here. I spent a lot of fucking money. I think I've got... How much do I have in... I got like 100,000. I'm not sure if that's what's on my person. I should actually check how much I have on me. Hey guys, I'm surprised you didn't shoot me while I was running around. But like, just raiding these places is also pretty good for some money. That's like little bits of money. Like, there are some places, I don't remember which, but there are some places that have like 2 grand in the fortresses. There's like 2 grand sitting in one chest, and it's like, well, damn, that's some good money right there. Shit. Alright. Come to me and stand there while I stab you. Fuck. The game said no. Alright, let's put you off balance so I can stab you as well. The flamethrower is not that big of a deal, but he can put me on fire. However, I can stand just out of their range and shoot them. See, your flamethrower can't reach me while I'm at this range. But however, my sniper can tap you and take you down. Man, I love the sniper. Just like this poison sniper, they'll keep taking damage while their shields are up. There we go. Right, turn that off. And ooh, I'll take that drink. I don't know how many more corpses I need, so I'll just take this body. Too bad I'm slightly too heavy to take multiple corpses. Right, how many corpses do I have in the truck now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's grab 2 more, and we'll get to 8. Provided they don't despawn while I'm trying to do this. Well, those heavies will last a little longer compared to others. And then, once I've got the gameplay of the day in terms of my water supply done... Wait, where's that corpse I just picked up? Oh shit, I'm carrying too much crap. Right, fine, I'll put the blood in here so I can make some space. Oh, I think someone else is here. Or there's just NPCs doing battle once more. Stupid. Give me that corpse. Yeah, I must have been just above 100. Which kind of sucks, because now the corpses are going to despawn. Get me back up there. Oop. Give me that. Give me that one. Stupid. How many do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, 8's good enough. Let's get home. Deposit the blood, and then we'll get on with the Harkonnen quest, which is search a learning center for Skordar. But also, originally I was going to go Atreides, mostly because of just the philosophy, you know, honor, long-term planning, that kind of thing. Also, the first dude for Atreides you speak to is Garrus, the voice actor for Garrus. That's the only thing I remember about him, but he was the voice actor for Garrus, and that immediately made me want to choose him, choose the Atreides. But then the aesthetic and Sith nature of Harkonnen really just won me over, and I ended up going with them wholehearted. I don't know what else I put in the truck, so go here. Like, I really wish I knew about this sooner, because this is such an important thing to know that you can just do that. I think that's all the corpses. Yep, that's everything that was in there. Put that in there, refuel this generator. So I haven't been on for 24 hours, apparently. That's fine. But I've got so many fuel cells in storage, it don't matter. Right, I need to break this wheel down for its parts. Recycle this. I think that's the only thing to recycle, yeah. And then we'll go back down, deposit the blood. And then we'll get on with the questing. I really wish there was a button that was just deposit all. Like, deposit all would be really nice. I also might get some Dura-Aluminium working, because I've got quite a bit of blood in storage, and those 2 corpses will give me like 50k. Get some Dura... 40 from each ought to be fine for now. It looks like I'm in need of more radiation crystal, though. The crystals that can... These jasmium crystals can only be found in the radiation zone to the south. Yeah, I'm in need of those again. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Alright, I think... Well, actually, I gotta put the blood bags back in their box before we leave. I don't want those clogging up my inventory. Back into the box with you, my blood sacks. And I'm down to 50 weight. How nice. Alright, all my water-based refineries are going again. We'll refuel you with the fuel cell I currently have on hand. Now, where's the quest take me? That way. Fly high and fly far. There's a lot of really nice buildings people have built around here too. Which is kind of annoying. Because that's the one thing I'm not going to do in this game. Build big. Because if you make the bigger Thief console, you have to pay taxes. And I don't play enough, and I will not be playing enough to make money for taxes, you know? I'm not paying taxes in this game. I'll stick with my small, compact base. I mean, look at that. That's cool. That's a cool little player-made base right there. He's probably got three aircraft in there based on those hangars. But again, that is not what I'm doing. Hard turn. Come in with the landing. Ooh, it's dark down here. Alright, put you away. So what exactly am I doing? I gotta go up there, but I'll pull out my dagger. Hopefully someone's been through here and killed everybody to make this nice and quick. Do I have any skill points? I got 4. Is there anything I want to spend them on? I could probably up my sniper damage. Oh, actually, no. I'm going to reduce my max durability loss on weapons. So when I repair stuff, their durability loss is less. Could upgrade that. Okay, I think someone might have come through here and killed everybody already. But I need to go... Wait, down? What? Okay, now I'm confused. The darkness does not help. Okay, no, there must be like an entrance around here that I did not see and thus was blind to. A way to go deeper. Here we go. Stairs. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, it does seem like someone's been through here already, maybe? But I need to make sure I loot the place for cash. After all, like I said, I burned a lot of cash on cosmetics. And I'm not talking real-world money. Go be stupid. This game doesn't have real-world money stuff. As far as I know, anyway. But I spent a lot of Solari. It's like 20 grand for the bike. 80... I think it's 20, 80, and 60. So that's like 120 grand I spent on that for my vehicles, so I could have Harkonnen-style vehicles. Come on, where's the key for that room? I'm just running in circles here. There we go. But I need more chests for more cash. Yeah, I think someone came through here and killed them, because there should be people in these rooms. But really, it's good for me, so I can just run around and loot anything. I'm going to go back down, because I did see some enemies down there. Oh, free water. I also decided to go back to a still suit instead of armor, because as long as I'm using the shield, armor doesn't mean shit. And it's not like I'm going into PvP where armor would actually matter. I'm effectively just focusing on PvE. I have no interest in going into the PvP stuff. Like, unless there are materials in the PvP zone that I really need, I will go there with basically nothing that I don't care to lose. Like, I'll go in with a tier 4 ornithopter because I can easily mass acquire tons of aluminum right now. So I don't mind losing a tier 4 ornithopter. That's not a loss to me. But of course I haven't built a tier 5 ornithopter yet, so there's no real loss there. But in general, I won't take my armor. Basically, I will run in there naked with just a shield generator, is what I would do. So I don't lose that. I'll probably run in with just a knife. Actually, yeah, I think I've only got an aluminum rifle right now. I don't think I've gone up to the next tier, because that's... Yeah, I haven't even gotten a... I've still only got a tier 5 sniper rifle. I haven't gone up to a tier 5 yet. Tier 4 sniper, tier 5 is what I haven't got. So I do need to make a higher tier sniper rifle. There's a... I could probably take that and break it down, but I don't really need parts anymore. I've got more than enough parts both in the bank and at home.
Those who show less zeal have
Was that really
regretfully
it?
been turned over
Just
to
the one
cadets
box?
for more rigorous instruction. In
Feels
particular,
shit.
one recently recruited brother professed appropriate devotion and revealed to us his past as a house trooper. When tested, he demonstrated superior fighting skills and indicated that he could be of use training our militant adepts. I'm certain Shai Halud has led this righteous warrior to us for the good of the faith. I sent him on to the testing station to report to Naib Jorba.
Testing station. Well, actually, stations usually have good cash in them. Well, that was weird. Alright, let's call in and report. Where is it? Here. Contact. Not exactly subtle. It was particularly messy, but you survived none. Well, I only killed like 2 dudes. His strength is rather warm. Okay, go to testing station, which is surprisingly close. I'm still going to fly over there. It's quicker than running. Oh, that's surveying the deep desert. I'm not doing that. Put the hunting Skoda quest line on here. Oh, I should have got some of the spice running. Why didn't I refine my spice before I went out on questing? Me stupid! Oh wait, well hold on, what's that quest? There's another quest here, let me land. Oh, there are 2 quests here. Hold on, how do I get there? Is it in there? Testing station... Is there a hole? Yeah, there is. There's a hole down here. Alright, let's land. Storm our vehicle. And we're going in. To the testing station, go! There's good money to be made in, like, testing stations, too. Testing stations have a lot of Solari in them. I don't actually need... Actually, I don't... No, these things are almost always valuable. You need a lot of them in vehicles. Vehicles use a lot of materials from testing stations, so I'm probably going to collect all the blue stuff here. I don't think they use any... Oh, no, technically... Damn Ornithopter tier 5 that I want to make. Their wings take industrial pumps, and I don't know where to get industrial pumps. Because this one used hydraulic... No, this one's using... Hold on, what? Wait, am I thinking of... Yeah, Dura. What was I thinking of? There was something I needed that I couldn't... Oh, hydraulic pistons, that's it. I have no idea where to get those, and I have a feeling hydraulic pistons are in the deep desert. I hope they're not. I will look it up, but I honestly hope they are not in the deep desert, because if I have to go into the deep desert, I will wait until like 3 AM before I go to the deep desert again. We'll wait till like 3 AM when there's basically no one on the oceanic servers before I go to the deep desert. Because I'm paranoid about that shit. I am paranoid about going to the deep desert. Oh shit, that's... I like her voice. I know whose voice that is.
We have been fortunate in the face of worms and weather, and have found some items I'm certain will interest you. We should be arriving at your excellent oasis in a matter of 2 or 3
Dead people.
days.
Okay, I guess someone may have come through here already.
Accommodate us in the usual fashion.
I'll probably run into them at some point. Maybe, unless those corpses were just there to be corpses. There's a lot of dead people here, which might mean those aren't player-killed corpses. They're just corpses to be corpses. I'm uncertain at this time. I do need more armor plating, though. Always collect armor plating. Well, not always, but I should probably increase my health. Get my health up a bit. I also need to start hitting bases for intel, because I have... when I level up, I no longer get free intel from levels. So I'm gonna, if I want to research anything, although I think most of my research now is just plastanium research. Well, aside from these, but I don't need those either. Yeah, most of the stuff I need now is plastanium research, which is deep desert requirements, so really I have no reason to go hit up more research. Ooh, what's that? Tier 5. So I probably can't get the thing I actually need out of that. I'm gonna have to open up my vehicle production, vehicle fabricator to see what I need, but those hydraulics, those are the problem.
As for the business we discussed,
Asajj Ventress from Star Wars Animated Clone Wars. That's her voice. She's in other stuff, but that is the character that is prominent in my mind for her voice. Asajj Ventress. Look at that, I got 3,000 on me already. That's just from like a couple locations.
that's impossible. You wouldn't be stupid enough to cross us like that, would you?
Man, her voice sounded so weird with that kind of sort of accent there. That kind of sort of British accent made her voice sound so weird. Ah, the wind at my back is nice. So nice! Alright, before I go that way, let's go down here. I don't need those. Ah, I'll take the fuel cell.
I ask for your command regarding this sacred bounty.
Oh, I guess these are all scavenger corpses that I'm finding then. So why is there no living people? This is like the easiest test site I've ever run through, because everybody is dead. Everybody should not, in fact, be dead. I don't need these, just dump them. Everybody should, in fact, not be dead. This is too easy and I'm getting suspicious as to what's going to be deeper down here. I mean, this testing station is cool, with all the plant life and the waters, but it's sus as hell. Okay, I don't think I should go down there. Oh no, it looks like it might be closed off. Oh no, there's another door there. Okay, so yeah, going down here is fine. Alright, yeah, contact bro. Smell that. That's the scent of our prey getting closer and closer as we devour the gap. Keep going.
I wonder why he chose to hide it from us. It saddens me that he has fled from his holy duty to train our militant adepts. But if he has grown as ill as you say, then he is a threat to us all. I want no sickness near my person. Is not my personal health and well-being vital to the faith? No doubt he has learned of this commandment and fled to save his life. The sad breach of faith. Take your adept and come to the one of our watchers saw him fleeing to the northwest. We cannot have gone
You
far in such a
combo assholes.
find him, kill him.
Don't worry, I can get 2 for 1 deal.
Do not risk close contact.
Oh no, I didn't get the execution. That works. Hey? Access granted. What? What's going on? What do you mean access granted? I mean, it says optional, but what's the other part? Find Skoda in Odom. What's the other part of the quest then? Optional follow the trail of the hunting party. Optional catch up with the hunting party in Mystralia. Find Skoda, report back. Okay, well, I'm going to keep going through this place because it's got loot to be had.
Naib, the bird has returned bearing this message from the Sayadina.
Jorva, Shai Hulud truly honors us. First with our victory at Mysa Turul, and now these rich spoils you have taken. Our blind brethren of the Ikhwan Bedouin would hoard that water for themselves. Such greed angers Shai Hulud. Small wonder they have fled away in shame. But we, the faithful, remain to serve the Maker in all things. What you have won will be his in good time. But more scavengers are certain to come seeking our prize. Remain, and take their water as well. Nala.
Okay then. Well, you with whatever the fuck you're dealing with. I don't really care. That's some good loot there. Wait, what's that? Another band? Why is there another band? Also, why can't I do anything with that? Wait, there was another quest here. I should probably do that while I'm here. Oh, it's literally right over there. Current call to slaughter everyone. Yeah, whatever. Improvised Molar pistol customization. Don't care. Oh, hello? We finally ran into some living people. Well, actually, I saw one earlier, didn't I? Didn't even occur to me. Alright, well, that's that quest done. Let's search out the rest of this place. Then we'll get outside, fly on after this hunting party. I came in through there, so over there is the direction to be going. I mean, I've gotten some good... Like, these testing stations really are good for money. Like, well, hold up, what? Oh no, I finished some bounties, but why do I have that much? I didn't think the bounty would give me that fucking much. Holy shit. That's a lot of money I got from something. I mean, I think I got like $5,000 out of this testing station. I must have got like 15 Solari from a different quest. Well, let's go catch up with this hunting party. I don't know how far away they are, though. That doesn't help. Catch up with the hunting party to the west. Alright, so they're not that far away, but I gotta find them, which is a problem. If only I could run faster, run faster. I actually learned something recently about Dune and spice. Like, I never actually looked it up until playing this, but I always had assumed that the spice had something to do with sandworms. I just never knew what it had to do with sandworms. But I just assumed that sandworms had something to do with it. It was only recently that I actually decided to look up... Actually, I didn't look up where spice came from. What I did was I decided to look up the life cycle of sandworms. And by accident, I discovered how spice was made. It's like a byproduct of the sandworm's life cycle, which is crazy to accidentally discover. Like, they go from, like... I don't even know how to accurately describe what I remember now. It's like they start out as, like a flatfish kind of thing, where they kind of encapsulate and live around water. What's this stuff? You know, I'm better do it on foot. Like, there's aloe vera plants that are good for helping with radiation, but they're only found in this region, and they're a pain in the ass to find. They like kind of look like these plants. They kind of look like cactus, but not really. They're like a flower kind of deal. But yeah, like sandworms start out as these like flat fish kind of things that like encapsulate water in this huge skin membrane thing, and then as a byproduct of like gas buildup and time, they kind of explode, creating like the explosions of spice. Like the spice bursts that you can kind of see, and that eruption, it's like, I think they're called like spice blows, and like from this eruption, like a small number of them survive, and through that survival transform into sandworms, and then from the ones that survive long enough become bigger and bigger sandworms the longer they survive. Like a crazy life cycle where spice is just a byproduct of their survival. Oh shit, it's him. Yeah, that dude sent me to find you.
Isn't that flattering? Do a bow, a curtsy. Don't think I can manage either. But hell with it. I'm dying. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
What the fuck is this bad spice that's killing everyone?
Don't rightly know. We found it on X, something they whipped up. We took it as spoils. Easy money. Our own little spice trade.
Well, that clearly went wrong.
The stuff was powdered death till the Catheria crashed. Then my crew starts dying.
In other words, the spice leaked and contaminated the area.
The Cathera getting shot down complicated things. When it crashed, I had to leave my post to recover one of the containers. Sold it to the Sandflies.
Yeah, like,
Had to leave my sick mates behind. Tried to get off-world with what I'd earned by selling the bad spice from the Cathera to the Sandflies.
that clearly went wrong.
Then I got
Whoops.
sick. And Nala and Jorba turned on me. I fled, and this is where I fell. I'll never get over Arrakis. I know one or two more secrets. Real bangers. But maybe I'll just die with them while you watch me all.
Hades, you can redeem yourself after death. And take revenge. Say screw the great houses. Tell me and I'll stick it to them. Die like this. She wondered why you betrayed her.
Katrina wasn't supposed to get hurt. Just fly the goods to the surface. Easy. But it all got mucked up by the houses and their blasted wars.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether
Oh, I didn't click on that.
house wins. Dukes, barons, emperors. It doesn't matter who rules. The rest of us suffer. The Atreides and Harkonnen have fought for 10,000 years. Stars will burn out before these royal bastards stop their self-indulgent puppet show. Honor. Duty. Just strings to make us dance. I did my duty. I waded through a sea of guts. I'm done squeezing stones for blood. We should squeeze them.
So that's it. You'll die with your secrets.
No. I'll tell if it'll help stop this sickness. But when it's over, ask yourself if what you get from the houses is worth what they exploit from you.
Oh, they're not really exploiting shit from me.
Victoria was shot down into the shale.
Oh, that place,
It's
no.
not a win. It's a curse. You'll draw their attention now. Dunno. So far up, it'd give you a nosebleed to know.
I like the character design I made. She looks cute. She looks good.
Now do us a favor and leave.
Hot and badass at the same time. Is nice. How about I just shoot you and get it over with quickly? Can I do that? Let me pull out my weapon. I can't pull out my gun to shoot him. Put him out of his misery. He's basically dying from really fucked up. It's like basically everything inside him is turning into a liquefaction. It's just all his internals are liquefying. Kind of radiation. That's what I thought it was initially when they said the first person I met first said their organs were liquefying. I thought they were dying of radiation. So I originally thought they were transporting nukes. And the nukes kind of went wrong, like the radiation from nuclear material fucked them up. I thought that's what they were transporting, but nah, it's like, what, radioactive spice? Or just really fucked up spice that liquefies your organs? Either way, it's fucked up. Whatever the hell it is. It's fucked up either way. Alright, let's go hand this in and see what the hell comes next. I think once I hand it in and they give me the next part, I'll just stop the video there. It's like a piece of the questline. But they're not really exploiting me all too much. I mean, they're just giving me jobs. I do the jobs. Easy done. That's really about it. That's really about it. I gotta say, like, the main story that's currently available is pretty good, too. I kind of, once you get to the final location, I kind of put the pieces together before it was revealed. Like, before it was, like, flat out told you the big reveal. I kind of put the pieces together before then, but still. Good story. There's definitely going to be, I really hope they bring out more of the main story soon. Because it left it on a fucking cliffhanger. It left it on a goddamn fucking cliffhanger. Achievement? What? What's this achievement? Hold up. God, I need to read the full thing. Complete Imperial Testing Station related contracts. Do not open. Hostile takeover. Executive order. Lost and found. And then something else. Okay, I'm not sure why that only now popped as I was flying into the Harkonnen main town. But like, look at this aesthetic. It just screams cool. I love it. I wish more people would join the Harkonnens. Scott admitted the bad spice was in the cargo of 2 additional ships.
Both ships were shot down in the same ambush convoy as the Catheria. This takes us in directions both intriguing and alarming.
Alright. I got 1.2 and then 900 XP. So, what's next, bro?
Have those containers. They sit in the irradiate wastelands of Sheol, but I'm more convinced than ever that their secrets are vital.
If it's that vital, the rewards you'd give must be extraordinary.
That is a level of self-interest and maniacal ambition I can respect.
Well, you taught me quite well.
This task won't
I've quite literally backstabbed my way up the chain of ascension.
and I have word that the Atreides have found one of the ships already.
Wait, is chain of ascension Sith or Tal'Darim?
Neither side can risk direct conflict.
Maybe both.
That's where
There's a chain either way.
my deniable asset.
Declare the region. Wait, off limits.
Atreides'
What?
held ship, recover the bad spice and all of its tantalizing secrets.
Alright, I've been there multiple times. It's fine. I need to pick up more crystal anyway.
Interesting.
Alright, well, I hope people enjoyed. I'm just going to run around the city so people can see it. Actually, I might deposit some of my cash and see how much I currently have in the bank. I know I've got like 50,000 plus at home, but I need to see how much I have in the bank after spending a ton of it on cosmetic vehicles. But I love the design of the city. It just gives Sith, Star Wars, the Old Republic vibes. I really did enjoy that MMO, you know? Although I played it almost exclusively as a single-player game. Kind of wish it was converted into a single-player game. I need to even that out. You know what? Hold on.
Welcome.
Withdraw all.
Welcome.
Deposits.
Would you like to deposit?
125000. Yeah, confirm. There we go. I got 125 in the bank now. Which leaves 23 on my person. I like having good, even numbers. I'm going to take this home, put it in the bank. But yeah, I love the design of the city, the aesthetic of it. I really wish more people would join Harkonnen. I really do. At least in the Australian servers anyway, god damn. Also, I keep seeing whispers about a third faction coming in. Who knows what the fuck that'll be. Either way, I hope people enjoyed. Later.